where the person whose life he had influenced so enormously, and whose life had been affected by her, so they were like, I don't understand how that party.
I mean, I had Clive Davis.
That's why J-Lo and Ben Affleck got divorced, because of videos that he has of her that now they know about. Where is this coming from with you? What do you believe about the people around Diddy and what everybody knows?
Boy, you got to start with at the top. You starting with the top. Clive Davis, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, Jimmy Iovine. So when you look at all these things and everybody want to say Puffy, 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 don't get me wrong. Yeah, Puffy stepped in this shit, and even if he wiped the shit off his shoe, it still stinks. But he's not the only one. They got all the tapes. I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody knows what time it is. They should take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. They haven't been in those butt-naked parties. Even some of the preachers been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but it's proof of.
So he was going to take his music elsewhere, do his stuff elsewhere. He had enough cash to live on. He was quite secure in what he was doing. What he wasn't doing, and this is what he says, is he wasn't listening to his gut. He was not listening to his gut instinct because he knew they were going to kill him, and he knew there was a rat in his midst who was an undercover cop. This he knows. Okay, so keep this clear. The gangs that you're talking about in Los Angeles, at least from what I can figure, the gangs that you're talking about and the police that are trying to stop them, in the higher levels, they're all one and the same. They all go together. Okay, so this is just, I don't know, distraction, nonsense, theater, bad school plays, errant children, whatever. Everybody is like in a cluster of the same energy. But he goes outside and he goes to the Midwest and he connects up with somebody in Chicago. And if he didn't pass on that night, he would have passed within 3 years. So he would have been extremely young, and it would have been with 3 years because the karma was coming down on him. So if they didn't get him this time, and they tried before, they were going to get him again. The reason that they stopped him this time is because he was going to pull out the one who I want to say was a cop in the midst, a thorn in the foot. He was going to call this person out and step away with all his money, all his success, all his power, and go over here and really jam it and make something of himself, like really, really elevate the energy, and they weren't going to have control over it, so they took him out so he couldn't do it, and the energy just wiped it clean. Woman in Chicago, though. Okay, so that's what I get. And this huge, he keeps referencing Othello, and I'm trying to remember. I will have to look this up. Somebody can look this up for me. Whatever. I'm seeing like the voices are talking to him, so he's ignoring his instinct. I'm seeing that as he's passing away, these things are playing out in his head.